hoping they don't want to slice. Yeah.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Huskies and the Bisons coming up next.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we come to you from the banks of the Missouri River at Omaha, Nebraska. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season as it will be the Huskies of Montreal taking on the Bisons of Omaha. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season. And these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they could earn the #1 draft pick in April or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And we are underway here in Omaha. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the... And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Dalton going to throw right away. That's to the sideline and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. A miserable start here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and very long. And that is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, fingers crossed here, first quarter of the new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. And they'll send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
Faking the handoff, Howell. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So what an exciting time here in this great American city. When you looked at the most likely places for a relocated team to move to, Thought about London, Mexico City, maybe St. Louis, San Diego, but no, the decision was made. This is the place this ownership group wanted to move the team to. And if the early returns are any indication, they made the right call. What a scene.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Powell out of the shotgun. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bisons are on the board here first in the season opener.
Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the bootleg. Landry. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
And he is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Landry firing quickly here, and that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Landry. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. On 1st and 10, Landry. And his throw here's incomplete.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw, Landry. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw, Landry. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds right around the 20.
3rd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Landry. He's got his target. That's complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Off the play fake, Landry.
That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he pushed forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1, and the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game, that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Here's Hal to throw on 2nd down.
And it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points. So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away.
take it in at the 22.
Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time, but you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down in position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Off play action. Landry. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
And I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 2. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
This taken in right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. But here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. And things have changed since the last time they had it. The safety led to the touchdown, so now they find themselves behind as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Powell.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Throwing here, Howell. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score. 2nd quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Now Howell.
Throw to the right here to Gordon. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Another throw for Howell.
And that will be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be taken at the 13. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Landry. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
When they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Play action here with Dalton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Ball start. Offense.
And that flag accepted.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw here, Dalton. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
This is 2nd and 8.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Play action now. Dalton. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. Now the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Hal to the air on 1st and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Barton. Touchdown! A great play there. 75 yards.
And the Bisons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Landry. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And a Montreal 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Howell now to throw it.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Gets it to Gordon. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Fielded at the 33 and shedding a man at the 40. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48 and a return of 8. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
1st down, Huskies.
Back to throw. Landry. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Now 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw. Landry.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
From the gun on 3rd down. Landry. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Huskies will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
You got it figured out by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. One final go for this offense here in this 1st half. Well, not much time remains here in this 1st half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
Pass incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We saw a couple of high-octane offenses getting it done in the first half. Both teams had no problems moving the football. And you'd have to think, the team whose defense shows up in the second half is going to be the one who walks out of here with a victory.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. But this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Howell.
He finds his man complete. It's Sullivan. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Santos. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now a toss coming wide side. This is Gordon. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here's Howell.
He finds his man complete. That's Santos. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, Howell.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. They'll run it up the middle now. Gordon. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll move him back within 6 now.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're rocking and rolling, but the scoreboard doesn't show a big difference. You know, maybe it's one of those games where coaches say you can't miss your turn on offense.
I like the way you phrased it, especially with that. I love that rocking and rolling because the explosions on offense are happening. So that's going to get the crowd going. They're loving that. But defensively, they just can't get it together to get the stops they've needed in order to help increase their margin. They've got to find a way, but you're not counting on it. That's exactly what you said. Can't miss.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being...
There he goes, left side. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Got a man and he hits him in stride. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
And the Montreal 1st down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 11-yard line.
Off the bootleg, Landry. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start. Awesome.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Landry. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Huskies go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in. But with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. They'll try the right side this time here with Gordon. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Now the Montreal offense ready to take over now. Following the interception, they're set up nicely here, already inside the red zone, knocking on the door, if you will. 1st and 10.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Landry. And that will be incomplete as well.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. But here's the Omaha offense getting set to go now. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Bust through the tackle. And they get him down about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A third down pickup of 5.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this fourth down call.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Sullivan. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll set up to run the quarterback draw.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Johnson's got it complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And his kick is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here's another shot now for the Montreal offense.
Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Landry. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Landry. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
To throw on 3rd down. Landry. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Landry. Now they go screen. It's complete. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the first down yardage. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Landry. Under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Operating from the gun. Landry. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Omaha's offense back out for another series. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Howell to the air on 1st and 10.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
And Howell will throw it.
He finds his man complete. It's Santos. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Santos. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And once more, Howell back to the air.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Howell down to throw it.
Complete. It's Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Howell looking to throw again.
To Gordon out left. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A 6-yard pickup brings
Here's
up
Howell.
2nd and 4. At the 35.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Howell to throw.
And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Has strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he's going to get his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Montreal,
hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Omaha,
they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.